the song of Castor and Pollux, whom death could not divide, and who love alternately in hell and upon earth. And he calls softly Eurydice, his dear Eurydice, his so much loved Eurydice. Ah, miserum, Eurydice in anima fugiente vocabat, Eurydicean toto refabant fulmine repei. While he sings, that pallid statue of the sculptor Death takes on the color of the first tint of life. Its white lips begin to redden like the dawn. Orpheus sees her. He trembles, he stammers, the hymn almost dies upon his lips. But she pales anew. Then the grand Hierophant tears from his lair sublime, heart-rending songs. He looks no more save upon heaven. He weeps, he prays, and Eurydice opens her eyes. Unhappy one, do not look at her. Sing, sing. Do not scare away the butterfly of Psyche, which is about to alight on this flower. But the insensate man has seen the look of the woman whom he has raised from the dead. The grand Hierophant gives place to the lover. His lyre falls from his hands. He looks upon Eurydice. He darts towards her. He clasps her in his arms. He finds her frozen still. Her eyes are closed again. Her lips are paler and colder than ever. The sensitive soul has trembled. The frail cord is broken anew and forever. Eurydice is dead, and the hymns of Orpheus can no longer recall her to life. In our dogma et ritual de la haute magie, we have the temerity to say that the resurrection of the dead is not an impossible phenomenon, even on the physical plane. And in saying that, we have not denied or in any way contradicted the fatal law of death. A death which can discontinue is only lethargy and slumber, but it is by lethargy and slumber that death always begins. The state of profound peace which succeeds the agitations of life carries away the relaxed and sleeping soul. One cannot make it return and force it to plunge anew into life, except by exciting violently all its affections and all its desires. When Jesus, the Savior of the world, was upon the earth was more beautiful and more desirable than heaven. Yet it was necessary for Jesus to cry aloud and apply a shock in order to awaken Jairus' daughter. It was by dint of shudderings and tears that he called back his friend Lazarus from the tomb. So difficult is it to interrupt a tired soul who is sleeping his beauty sleep. At the same time, the countenance of death has not the same serenity for every soul that contemplates it. When one has missed the goal of life, when one carries away with one frenzied greed or unassuaged hate, eternity appears to the ignorant or guilty soul with such a formidable proportion of sorrows that it sometimes tries to fling itself back into mortal life. How many souls, urged by the nightmares of hell, have taken refuge in their bodies already covered with funeral marble. Men have found skeletons turned over, convulsed, twisted, and they have said, "Here are men who have been buried alive." Often this was not the case. These may always be waifs of death, men raised from the tomb, who, before they could abandon themselves together to the anguish of the threshold of eternity, were obliged to make a second attempt. A celebrated magnetist, Baron Dupotet, teaches in his secret book on magic that one can kill by magic as by electricity. There is nothing strange in this revelation for anyone who is well acquainted with the analogies of nature.
They despise.
Ribono Shel Olam, there's nothing better than the now. The all is the now. You know, you both have what they call magnetism. It's because you have powerful magnetism. Do you know what magnetism is? The habitual use of magnetism usually puts the subject who abandons himself to it at the mercy of the magnetizer. When communication is well established and the magnetizer can produce at will slumber, insensibility, catalepsy, and so on, it will only require a little further effort to bring on death. We have been told, as an actual fact, a story whose authenticity we will not altogether guarantee. We are about to repeat it because it may be true. Certain persons who doubted both religion and magnetism of that incredulous class which is ready for all superstitions and all fanaticisms had persuaded a poor girl to submit to their experiments for a fee. This girl was of impressionable and nervous nature, fatigued, moreover, by the excesses of a life which had been more irregular. While she was already disgusted with existence, they put her to sleep, bade her see. She weeps and struggles. They speak to her of God. She trembles in every limb. No, said she, no, he frightens me. No, he frightens me. I will not look at him. I will not listen to him. What do you see? I should not know how to say it. Oh, for pity's sake, awaken me. No, look and say what you see. I see a black night in which whirl sparks of every color around two great, ever-rolling eyes. From these eyes leap rays whose spiral whorls fill space. Oh, it hurts me. Wake me. No, look.
You've had a bit too much now. Enough.
No, look. Where do you wish me to look now? Look into paradise. No, I cannot climb there. The great night pushes me back. I always fall back. Very well, then, look into hell. Here the sleep-waker became convulsively agitated. No, no, she cried, sobbing. I will not. I shall be giddy. I should fall. Oh, hold me back, hold me back. No, descend. Where do you want me to descend? Into hell. But it is horrible. No, I will not go there. No, I will not go there. Go there. Mercy! Go there. It is my will. The features of the sleep-waker become terrible to behold. Her hair stands on end. Her wide-opened eyes show only the white.
Let me just put him in the audience here. I've just put him in the audience. It wouldn't let me move him to the audience before.
No, yeah, because you have to put hand raising on. They've had it on before.
I mean, that guy wrote fucking songs for other fucking people. He launched other fucking artists. He, Sinead O'Connor. That whole, nothing compares to you. That was he. If you go back and
Hey, Arthur.
you can.
So I know my.
Descend. Where do you want me to descend? Into hell. But it is horrible. No, we'll not go there. No, we'll not go there. Go there. Mercy! Go there, it is my will. The features of the sleep-waker become terrible to behold. Her hair stands on end, her wide open eyes show only the white.
Let me just put him in the audience. I've just put him in the audience. It won't let me put him to the audience before.
No, because you have to put hand raising on. You had it on the form.
Descend. Where do you want me to descend? Into hell. But it is horrible. No, we'll not go there. No, we'll not go there. Go there. Mercy! Go there, it is my will. The features of the sleep-waker become terrible to behold. Her hair stands on end, her wide open eyes show only the white.
Let me just put him in the audience. I've just put him in the audience. It won't let me put him to the audience before.
No, because you have to put hand raising on. You had it on the form.
threshold of eternity were obliged to make a second attempt. The celebrated magnetist Baron Dupotet teaches in his secret book on magic that one can kill by magic as by electricity. There's nothing strange in this revelation. Revelation for anyone who's well acquainted with the analogies of nature. Suppose again her lips are paler and colder than ever. The sensitive soul has trembled. The frail cord is broken anew and forever. Eurydice is dead, and the hymns of Orpheus can no longer recall her to life. In our dogma et ritual de la haute magie, we have the temerity to say that the resurrection of the dead is not an impossible phenomenon even on the physical plane, and in saying that we have not denied or in any way contradicted the fatal law of death. The death which can discontinue is only lethargy and slumber, but it is by lethargy and slumber that death always begins. Suppose again her lips are paler and colder than ever. Suppose again her lips are paler. Ooh, descend. Where do you want me to descend? Into hell. But it is horrible. No, we'll not go there. No, we'll not go there. Go there. Mercy! Go there, it is my will. The features of the sleep-waker become terrible to behold. Her hair stands on end, her wide-opened eyes show only the white.
Let me just put him in the audience. I've just put him in the audience. It won't let me move him to the audience before.
No, because you have to put hand raising on. You've had it on before.
One mic on me, thank you. Okay. So, I live downtown, Washington Square Park, it's packed. We haven't got snow a lot in the last however many years. We got it a couple weeks.
Andy, you gotta stick with the Nicaea approved texts only.
I'm back. What I miss?
Another card.
It's not a question why, but it seems like if you question why, it's because either A, you're just genuinely curious, or B, you don't think Muhammad was somebody that ought to be mocked. Which of those camps do you fall in?
I'm genuinely curious.
Okay. So you're not a follower of Islam?
I am a Muslim.
Okay. So do you think Muhammad was a good guy?
I never met the guy. I know he's a
Pardon
prophet. I never met the guy. All I know is that he's a prophet.
Do you have a view in any direction whether you think Muhammad was a good person or not? It seems to me that implied in Islam you would sort of need to think that.
Well,
Because you're commanded to follow his example, correct?
yeah, absolutely. He's a prophet.
Okay, so we can agree then that you do think he was a good guy.
I don't know. The good guy, bad guy is very gentle. Like I said.
So you think God? So you don't know if God command.
such outgoings. But now,
because man is your fucking should be more of like because we're failures. This is crazy ground. This
The main thing is that man is born, naturally born, wherever he is born, doesn't matter. In Africa, in America, in India, China, anywhere. Man is born of natural law. He is born of natural law. He is born with the ability to put to practice spontaneously, not in an artificial contriving way, but most naturally. The individual born on earth should behave in a perfect manner. In perfect manner means he should be totally good to himself and totally good in his behavior to produce the influence in the whole society. Everywhere he should be what probably Bible says or some religious book says, man is made in the image of God. And such expressions are there in the cherished books of every religion. Man is made in the image. So the words may be different, but the meaning is that man is born as a perfect expression of total potential of natural law. Natural law, we say, from the platform of science. Same thing, which is natural law from the platform of science, is will of God.
So you defended somebody who said some detrimental things to my society.
It always says.
Yes, she did say that. So she said her dad told her. Well, exactly.
I've seen your other version come back.
Communicating to God and getting the grace of God for anything that one would want to do is already the potential of human life. And now this discovery of the Veda in the body has shown that. So what is going to come out of this is integration of life, life as a whole. No matter a man is a Mexican man or a Canadian man, but he has Veda with him. He has a knowledge of natural law within him. He is made of natural law. It's a scientific reality. It's no more a philosophical gesture now. Not a philosophical gesture, not a philosophical treatise, but it's a physical reality of everyone's life. And therefore, what is possible through this is there will be coherence in all the different kinds of men on earth. Black or white or yellow or red, whatever. And whatever their tendencies, they are all from total potential of natural law, already lively within everyone. And through the knowledge that we are promoting, all the potential of natural law will become a living reality. And then everyone, to whatever religion he chooses to belong, today he is Christian, tomorrow he can be Jew, Thursday he can be Islam, fourth day he can be Jabari, anything. So, religion and differences of religion have proved to be concepts, human concepts, not a reality. It's a human concept. Today I choose to be a Hindu, tomorrow I become a Tibetan, as the Chinese or Tao, the Shinto, the religion from this level, religion seen from this level is a human concept. The reality is man is capable of communicating to his God absolutely in a natural way. Whatever the God of someone is said, that is my God, fine. Kingdom of heaven is within. Go through the Bible and enlighten the very you, which is the will of God within you. Whatever it is said in English or in Greek or in Arabic, whatever. The material is the same. God is God. But man can choose his God. Follow that path. You want to go to London? You take a helicopter or take a jet flight or drive on the road or swim across the channel. So many ways you can arrive at London. But you can arrive at London. Make your choice how you want to go. So God, which is the total lively potential of natural law, is that which has expressed itself in everyone's body and everyone's ideas or emotions or speech or desire or action. All these are the expressions of natural law. They are all the expressions of the will of God, whether we do through Torah or through Islam or through Bible or through politics. Politicians also come out with God, and wherever they are, churches are open to them, somewhere mosques are open to them, politicians, or economists, even economists. So all people take recourse to God and try to find Him through that channel of approach. We have found mind to be the dictator, and we have found a way that the mind could rest in the cradle of God. Total potential of natural law, mind rests. There's no more to go, because there is fulfillment for the mind. What mind is searching? Mind is searching something more, whatever more, knowledge more, power more, happiness more, whatever. Mind is searching everywhere, wandering in search of more and more and more. Through the practice of transcendental meditation, mind settles on the lap of God. God, whether in terms of father or in terms of mother, the mind settles down in that thing, which is, one would say, fulfillment, or one would say, enlightenment. Because then the mind is completely open in all directions, unbounded wakefulness. This is the territory of God's will. This is natural law, total potential of natural law. Having taken a trip to this level, transcendental consciousness, the mind steps out. It comes out soaked with the evolutionary nature of natural law. Then he begins to behave in the evolutionary manner, Then we say he is an educated man. Someone who does not take a trip to the kingdom of God. He remains searching for it. All pursues this and this and greater pursuits. But unless totality is fathomed by the mind is not going to be continuously fooled by little gains here and little gains here. The mind will not be satisfied. It won't settle down. It will only settle down in something unbounded, infinite, where it will know anything, it will do anything. That much power in man. And when we see throughout the ages, people have been held high because they showed the way, simple way for the people to make hay when the sun shines, as long as they have the body, they have the Veda, enliven the Veda, use the body to its maximum potential. This has been the story of education throughout education. When education lost this thing. Now today in the world, when people found this religious man, they are not on the lap of their gods. They're fighting each other, more battles, more fighting, more conflicts, and those people started to distrust the religion, what books they are following. They don't make them even a good man.
I'm 57, and my son says I should do puzzles to train my brain and stop forgetting things. Oh, no, you don't need brain advice from people in their 20s. After 50, puzzles only keep you busy. They don't rebuild memory or thinking speed. So what should I do? You should train your memory properly. With intelligence training built for adult brains, it's designed specifically for people over 50. How long before I see results? In 3 days, your mind feels clearer. In 7 days, recall gets faster. In 1 month, your son won't recognize your memory. And how do I start? Just take the test and start tomorrow. I'm not 30 anymore, I'm 54. I do memory training for 9 minutes a day. And my boss seeks my opinion on everything. If you want to look clever, read books. If you want to actually be smart and take the leadership, train your memory. Here is the brutal truth. If you read a book and forget it next week, you didn't learn anything. You just wasted your time. You're trying to fill a bucket that has holes in it. Most people think a bad memory is permanent. That's nonsense. Your brain is a muscle. If you don't train it, it gets flabby. You need cognitive reps. The solution? Intelligence training plan. It's 15 minutes a day of intense memory drills, not boring flashcards, real neuro training. In 30 days, you stop being a sieve and start being a sponge. Names, numbers, facts, they stick instantly. Stop being the guy who has to look it up. Be the guy who knows. Take the 3-minute quiz, follow the plan for 15 minutes a day, and unlock more of your potential. Tap the screen and get started.
What's the real difference between lemon and lime? Most people think they're the same, but they're not even close. And if you've been using the wrong one, your healthy routine might actually be backfiring. See, both look alike and are packed with vitamin C, but they work very differently inside your body. Lemons are alkalizing. They help your liver, support digestion, and boost immunity. Limes, on the other hand, are cooling. They calm internal heat, cool inflammation, and even support skin health and joint comfort. So what happens when you start your morning with lemon water, but your body actually needs lime? You end up doing the exact opposite of what you intended. Instead of cleansing, you're straining. Instead of cooling, you're heating. Here's the wild part. When you combine lemon and lime the right way, they form a synergy that supports both your gut and your energy levels. That's the secret ancient herbalists understood, that some ingredients look the same but work in opposite ways. Let me show you how this pattern repeats across your kitchen. Honey versus sugar. Most people swap sugar for honey and think it's healthier, but only raw honey keeps its enzymes alive. Processed honey is just liquid sugar. Garlic and lemon. Crush your garlic, let it sit for 10 minutes. Then mix it with lemon water. That's how you unlock allicin, a compound that supports healthy heart and immunity. Turmeric and black pepper. Add a pinch of pepper and you boost turmeric's power. Without it, your body just passes it right through. Peppermint versus spearmint. Peppermint sharpens your focus while spearmint calms your hormones. Use them wrong and you'll either feel wired or sluggish. And that's the exact kind of wisdom inside the Natural Healing Handbook. It's not just another herbal encyclopedia filled with Latin names and guesswork. It's a spiral-bound, full-color manual that shows you how to combine common kitchen ingredients the right way, how, when, and why to use them so they actually work. You'll find step-by-step remedies for real problems: gut health, joint comfort, sleep, heart health, circulation, energy, everything you face daily. Every recipe shows exact measurements, timing, and even what not to mix. It's packed with 140 plus remedies that use ingredients you already have at home. Lemons, garlic, honey, turmeric, ginger, mint. No obscure herbs or expensive supplements. Right now, it's not 10% or 20% off. It's 75% off, and it comes with 2 free bonus guides, including one that teaches you how to grow your own herbal garden. We ship fast, 3 to 5 days in the US and Australia, 7 to 10 worldwide, tracked and insured, but stock is moving quickly. And once this print run is gone, the price returns to full. So next time you grab that lemon or lime, remember it's not just citrus, it's chemistry. And when you learn how to use it right, your food becomes your ally. Click the link below, grab your copy of the Natural Healing Handbook while it's still 75% off, and start using the healing power already sitting in your kitchen.
People who wanted to do good in society, they are called politicians. They thought the religion out of my field. not going to be influenced by God, religion, out of me, state and education separate. There are countries in the world, there are governments in the world who just don't want God in the education because they see that the religion is a poison. This communism rose to say religion is a poison, religion is a poison. Everywhere they put out this religion and this and because what is the use of God and God's will and prayer and all that when one can't even love thy neighbor, when one can't even help thy neighbor? So all these difficult situations arose in society. Some like this, some like religion, some like politics, some like economics. Some want to stay within the ethics of economics. Some say high jump and drop jump, all the values of anything that may be righteous or right or good or any effectiveness. So it's due to the lack of education to bring fulfillment to every man. And fulfillment can only come when the mind fathoms infinity, the field of all possibilities. Through transcendental meditation, we became easy and simple. That is why we are out to purify all these misgivings about life, all these wrong understandings about life and about various aspects of life. But the main thing is that man is born, naturally born, wherever he is born, doesn't matter, in Africa, in America, in India, China, anywhere. Man is born of natural law. He is born of natural law. He is born with the ability to put to practice spontaneously, not in an artificial contriving way, but most naturally. The individual born on earth should behave in a perfect manner. In perfect manner means he should be totally good to himself and totally good in his behavior to produce the influence in the whole society. Everywhere he should be what probably Bible says or some religious book says, man is made in the image of God. And such expressions are there in the cherished books of every religion. Man is made in the image. So the words may be different, but the meaning is that man is born as a perfect expression of total potential of natural law. Natural law, we say, from the platform of science. Same thing, which is natural law from the platform of science, is will of God from the platform of religion. No matter what we say, any religion. It always says the will of God and will of God, and everyone prays in my daily prayers, whatever. But all gift of God is desired by everyone. Now, all the capabilities of communicating to God and getting the grace of God for anything that one would want to do is already the potential of human life. And now this discovery of the Veda in the body has shown that. So what is going to come out of this is integration of life. Life as a whole. No matter a man is a Mexican man or a Canadian man, but he has Veda with it. He has a knowledge of natural law within him. He is made of natural law. It's a scientific reality. It's no more a philosophical gesture now. Not a philosophical gesture, not a philosophical treatise, but it's a physical reality of everyone's life. And therefore, what is possible through this is there will be coherence in all the different kinds of men on earth. Black or white or yellow or red, whatever. And whatever their tendencies, they're all from total potential of natural law, lively, already lively within everyone. And through the knowledge that we are promoting, all the potential of natural law will become a living reality. And then everyone, to whatever religion he chooses to belong, today he is Christian, tomorrow he can be Jew, Thursday he can be Islam, fourth day he can be Rabbi, anything. So, religion and differences of religion have proved to be concepts human concept, not a reality. It's a human concept. Today I choose to be a Hindu, tomorrow I become a Tibetan, Thursday Chinese, or Tao, Shinto. Religion from this level, religion seen from this level, is a human concept. The reality is, man is capable of communicating to his God absolutely in a natural way. Whatever the God of someone is, that is my God, fine. Kingdom of heaven is within you. Go through the Bible and enlighten the Veda in you, which is the will of God within you. Whatever it is said in English or in Greek or in Arabic, whatever, the material is the same. God is God. But man can choose his God. Follow that path. I want to go to London, take a helicopter, or take a jet flight, or drive on the road, or swim across the channel. So many ways you can arrive at London, but you can arrive at London. Make your choice how you want to go. So God, which is the total live potential of natural law, is that which has expressed itself in everyone's body, and everyone's ideas, or emotions, or speech, or desire, or action. All these are the expressions of natural law. They are all the expressions of the will of God, whether we do through Torah, or through Islam, or through Bible, or through politics. Politicians also come out with God, and wherever they are, churches are open to them, somewhere mosques are open to them. Politicians, or economists, even economists. So all people take recourse to God and try to find him through that channel of approach. We have found mind to be the dictator, and we have found a way that the mind could rest in the cradle of God. Total potential of natural law, mind rests there. There's no more to go, because there is fulfillment for the mind. What mind is searching? Mind is searching something more, whatever more, knowledge more, power more, happiness more, whatever. Mind is searching everywhere, wandering in search of more and more and more. Through the practice of transcendental meditation, mind settles on the lap of God. God, whether in terms of father or in terms of mother, the mind settles down in that way, which is, one would say, fulfillment, or one would say, enlightenment. Because then the mind is completely open in all directions, unbounded wakefulness. This is the territory of God's will. This is natural law, total potential of natural law. Having taken it to this level, transcendental consciousness, the mind steps out. It comes out soaked with the evolutionary nature of natural law. Then it begins to behave in the evolutionary manner, Then we say he is an educated man. Someone who does not take a step to the kingdom of God. He remains searching for it. All pursuits, this and this and greater pursuits. But unless totality is fathomed by the mind is not going to be continuously fooled by little gains here and little gains here. The mind will not be satisfied. It won't settle down. It will only settle down in something unbounded, infinite, where it could know anything, it could do anything. That much power in man. And when we see throughout the ages, people have been held high because they showed the way, simple way for the people to make hay with the sunshine. As long as they have the body, they have the Veda, enliven the Veda, use the body to its maximum potential. This has been the story of education throughout. When education lost, now today in the world, when people found this religious man, they are not on the lap of their God. They're fighting each other, more battles, more fighting, more conflict. Those people started to distrust the religion, what books they are following. They don't make them even a good man. So I'm not going to be influenced by God, religion, out of me, faith and education separate. There are countries in the world, there are governments in the world who just don't want God in the education because they think that this religion is a poison. This communism goes to say religion is a poison, religion is a poison. Everywhere they put out religion because what is the use of God and God's will and prayer and all that when one can't even love thy neighbor, when one can't even help thy neighbor. So all these difficult situations arose in society. Some like this, some like religion, some like politics, some like economics. Some want to say ethics of economics, some say high jump and all the values of anything that may be righteous or right or good or anything secular. So it's due to the lack of education in fulfillment of judgment. And fulfillment can only come when you are fathom into the field of all possibilities. So that's a little meditation. Basically, simple. That is why we are out to purify all these misgivings about life, all these wrong understandings about life and about various aspects of life. But the main thing is that man is born, naturally born, wherever he is born, doesn't matter. In Africa, in America, in anywhere. Man is born of natural. He is born of natural. He is born with the ability to put to practice spontaneously, not in an artificial confining way, but
This 1 hour and 45-minute introductory lecture was given by Maharshi on the 12th of March, 1974, to inaugurate a 1-month Science of Creative Intelligence course held in Brussels, Belgium. J. Burdell.
it's a joy for me to invite you this evening to join a global endeavor to improve the quality of life on Earth. It's my heartfelt invitation to every one of you, with all your friends. It is possible for us in this generation to eliminate the age-old problems of mankind. The knowledge is there. It has proved its effectiveness on the basis of personal experience of thousands, hundreds of thousands of people. I'm inviting you now to join in this effort, this common effort to improve the quality of life in the world and eliminate the age-old problems of mankind in this generation. It's a very great opportunity for us now to rid the world from suffering. Life is a struggle, has been coming on since we don't know how long, all through the time. In every generation, almost people have lived this. Life is a struggle. They have experienced this, and they have understood that life is a struggle. But it's my joy to tell you, on the basis of experience of hundreds of thousands of the people for the last 15 years in different parts of the world, that it is not necessary for us anymore to continue in struggle and strife and suffering. When you may hear it for the first time, it may be astounding. But what I am saying is a practical reality of today, and that is on the basis of science of creative intelligence. A knowledge, a systematic knowledge, a verifiable knowledge, whereby everyone could become more creative. And if we could increase creativity of the people, problems will be less. Life will be more progressive, more fulfilling. The basis of problems is weakness. Anywhere is common sense. Anywhere there appears to be a problem, there must be weakness of life in any field, no matter what. If there is a problem, there is a weakness. And if there could be a way to eliminate the weakness of the individual, that will be a way to eliminate the basis of problems. When I say eliminate the age-old problems of mankind in this generation, it may sound to be unbelievable. But I'm trying to be very practical here. It's a proven reality that this new science, the science of creative intelligence, with its practical aspect, transcendental meditation, promises life free from suffering, life in fulfillment. And how? Just by improving creativity in the man, enabling a man to spontaneously think in more creative manner, the thoughts to be more creative, actions to be more creative and therefore more rewarding, less trying, more rewarding. What is at the basis of this? Nature of life. The very nature of life. How we describe that nature of life is elaborated in this science of creative intelligence. What is the reality of this plant? Here it's yellow, here it's green, here it's brownish, it's dry, it's wet here, green, fresh. This is not all the reality of this. There is something more underneath it, and that is the unmanifest, colorless sap. The sap, which appears here as yellow, appears here as green, that in its essential nature is colorless. So there is something colorless at the basis of all this colorfulness. These two realities, one colorful, the other colorless. One is surface reality, the other deeper reality. Both these together give us the real nature of the flower. That it has unmanifest reality, it has colorless sap, and that colorless sap manifests, it expresses itself, it creates itself into different shapes and forms. This is the story of creative intelligence. The laws of nature, working on the level of the colorless sap, produce this color here, this shape here, this form here, this color here, this color here. It is the creative intelligence which is the nature of the colorless, unmanifest sap, which is responsible for the expression of that. It is all this colorful flower is the expression of the colorless sap. Creativity of the colorless sap has expressed itself into this colorful flower. Just like this in a flower, everywhere in creation, we find there is creative intelligence functioning underneath all the surface values of creation. We see everything is growing. The trees grow, the world revolving around the sun, all the galaxies, whole universe, infinitely vast and variety, such huge variety, but is in perfect harmony, in perfect order. There is diversity in creation, variety in creation, and who is conducting all this variety of activity in the universe? some orderliness is there. We call it creative intelligence. That unmanifest value of creative intelligence manifests itself into all diversity, into all variety of activity. Science of creative intelligence studies this nature of life and brings to our awareness the entire range of life and explains how the unmanifest creative intelligence manifests itself into various forms and phenomena in creation. This knowledge of the whole range of life develops in our awareness what we call creativity, makes us more creative. Science of creative intelligence is a recent development in the field of sciences. It's a new science. It offers fulfillment to the field of education. All the different sciences have been taught so far. Physics, chemistry, biology, astronomy, all different sciences. What was missing from the study? This. How intelligence functions. How creative intelligence expresses itself into different forms and phenomena. How? In our own case, we know since birth we have been thinking. How we think, how the thought rises, how the decisions are made, and the mechanics of thinking, the mechanics of expression of our inner intelligence into different ways of thinking and decisions, actions, achievements. All the whole range of life is the expression of creative intelligence. But this study of intelligence has been missing. Only the study of the physical properties. The chemistry teaches how the reactions go on. Physics brings about the story of the physical values. Biology tells about the activities. But then, who is behind the activity? Who is behind the activity of all the biological organisms? Who is behind the activity of all the reactions? The whole field of chemistry, all reactions one with the other, how it happens. This study of intelligence and what that intelligence is in its nature. Science of creative intelligence explains intelligence intellectually and gives a direct experience of what pure intelligence is. The whole thing is very natural, very simple, transcendental meditation, which brings our awareness to this field of pure intelligence, where one is wide awake inside. We call it pure consciousness or pure intelligence or field of pure existence. One knows, and this is called transcendental meditation. One experiences finest state of thought. And experiencing the finest state of thought, our awareness remains all by itself, inside awake, nothing remembered, but fully awake. Physiologically, this state has been measured as a state of restful alertness. Nervous system is restfully alert. Mind is restfully alert. It's wide awake, but it's restful. The nervous system, ready to be dynamic, ready to be active, but not yet active, wide awake. And this is like an arrow drawn on the bow. You pull the arrow, and then the arrow sits there silent, but full of great dynamic potential. You release it, and it goes one for long. The whole nervous system settles down, deep rest, but it's unlike the deep rest of the sleep. Mind is fully awake, body is fully rested. This state of awareness on both levels, physiological level, psychological level, is like the arrow fully drawn on the bow, ready to fly with great dynamism and hit the target. When from this state of restful alertness, mind comes out into a thought, it's like that dynamic arrow which is shot from a fully drawn state. thought force is so powerful. It goes and hits the target. Resistance is on the way. Are not so powerful as to resist the implementation of the thought to action for achievement and fulfillment. This state of restful alertness has been measured by so many dozens of physiologists in different parts of the world. So many experiments on psychology, on sociology, how the behavior changes, how the thinking changes, how all these depressions and all these negative traits disappear. All this has been scientifically verified during the last 5 years. Hundreds of experiments are there in all fields. So, from the field of scientific experiments, it has been tested and proved repeatedly. So many authoritative people and organizations have been declaring that it is so good, have been inspiring their people. Governments have been declaring and inspiring their people. Governors have been proclaiming, mayors have been proclaiming, educators have been proclaiming, all the responsible for high schools and for colleges, universities, they have been proclaiming in public. And this has been going on particularly for the last 5 years. Here also, in all these advanced countries, thousands of people are meditating. This is all this whole possibility for mankind to be so creative that problems will not be faced. And if by chance accidentally some problem, it will be wiped out automatically. It's just like bringing light and all the problems of darkness disappear. Enabling the body and mind to be awake in their full potential. Just like the full potential of the arrow. We put the arrow on the bow and we don't draw it, don't pull it, just put it on the bow. That arrow also is restful, but it's not alert, it's dead. You leave it, it falls down. But if you pull it, nervous system. Everyone knows one is able to think a lot, but not able to achieve the thought, not able to accomplish